The Moscow laboratory operated for the protection of doped Russian athletes within a state-directed, fail-safe system, which we describe in the report as the disappearing positive methodology. Second, the Sochi laboratory operated a unique sample swapping methodology to enable doped Russian athletes to compete at the Winter Olympic Games. The Russian Ministry of Sport directed, controlled, and oversaw the manipulation of athletes' analytical results, or sample swapping, that Russian athletes competing in a wide range of disciplines were involved. This is not just about what we in North America call track and field and others call athletics. It covers many sports.
So
right,
what can
that's Professor Richard McLaren, a professor of law and a sports lawyer, talking about the World Anti-Doping Agency, WADA, and of course the sanction on Russia as we build up, of course, to Rio Olympics. It's time for us to move on to the next part of sports tonight, and this time I have a very important guest in the house, and I'd like you to meet them. They are young people. But I'm impressed with what these young people are trying to do. Let me start by introducing to you from my immediate right. I'm sure you've seen this face a lot of times on TV commercials, I mean, singing and all of that. She's a singer, multi-talented, and I'm happy to have Chi Okebalama with me on Sports Tonight this Monday.
Thank you.
Chi,
Thank you.
good to have you.
Good to be here.
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah.
All right, and that's a gentleman as well. On my far right, Nashe Jemile is also on Sports Tonight. Nashe, good to have you.
Very good to be here.
All right, these are young people. I'm very impressed with what these young people are trying to do. And do I allow you to tell people why you're here, or I should just set the ball rolling? Okay, I'll set the ball rolling. And I'll do that by means of a picture that's going to flash on the screen just now. I'm sure in the next couple of seconds, that slide will come through on the screen. That's to tell you what these young people are trying to do. And I got so impressed, I read about it, and I said, look, these people must be on Sports Tonight. So let's see. Yeah.
Ooh.
That's it. That's what these guys are trying to do. They are trying to bring easily, arguably, the greatest footballer of all time to Nigeria, Pele, visiting Lagos, Nigeria from August 11 to August 12. That's it. Yeah. These guys are the brains behind this visit.
I think it deserves a clap.
Yeah, clap. All right, I'm happy to see that you guys are behind all of this. But let me start by asking you. Let me start with Chi.
Okay.
Young people trying to do this amount of work, big thing.
Yeah.
How did you come about this idea?
Well, sometimes I feel like if things are too easy, then maybe you shouldn't be doing it. So the more challenging it is, within reason, I guess the more exciting it is when you accomplish your goal. You know, like I'm working on the WJS and the YADA, which is a Youth Experience Days Africa, as the project director for this event with the Winning Jamide series. We're bringing Pele to Lagos. Let me just allow that to settle first. Yes, we're bringing Pele to Lagos, and it's going to be a 2-day event. We're going to have sports clinics for kids, CEO tournaments, a gala night, so many things happening, and we're just very excited that in this season, at this time in our lives, Pele is coming to Lagos, and we'll be able to see him. Yeah.
Nashe, what would you want to add to what she said?
Well,
how involved are you in all of this?
How involved? Well, I'm the youth coordinator for all of this. So in terms of what we're going to have is a tournament for kids. And then at the end, on the day when Pele is here with us, he's going to be overseeing a match of the winners of the initial tournament that we're going to have. So in terms of my involvement, I will be the one who's directly involved with the kids as YEDA, Youth Experience Days Africa, she's already mentioned, as a youth coordinator.
Yeah. Bringing all the kids together.
So how many kids are you guys looking at? What arrangement are you having with the kids? Pele is, how many of those kids? Okay, let me start by asking you again. If you guys saw Pele play. Not really.
On YouTube.
Okay. You've seen him on YouTube.
I mean, I've seen him on YouTube.
Okay.
But I would say something. I think I have a 5-year-old nephew who knows Michael Jackson.
Okay.
So, and I'm sure Michael Jackson 5 years ago was not with us. So, a legend is a legend. A legend needs no introduction. And for these kids, if they don't know who Pele is, right? By the end of the event, they will know who Pele is. Now, a lot of people have said, why not Messi? Why not Messi? Messi is trying to be Pele. So if you already have Pele, why go for Messi? And I think just celebrating him while he's still alive is very important, because a lot of people are celebrated after they're gone. And I just think that he deserves the opportunity to be here with Nigerians, to be with us in Lagos, to influence the young people and just change somebody's life. Yeah.
So what impact are you seeing with all of this, Nashe? I mean, for young people like you and the kind of people that are also going to be trying.
Making a lot of friends in this season.
Yeah.
Because people want to be close to him so they can meet Pele. Yeah.
So sorry, what was the question?
So I said, so what is in this for the kids? What
is in it for the kids?
Yeah, for the young ones, for the young people who will be looking forward to seeing Pele.
Well, personally, I think it's just an opportunity to find some inspiration, an opportunity to be inspired by someone who is so great. You can look at that and you can say, okay, maybe I also can. Maybe this is somewhere I can be. Maybe I can be this influential at some point. And also, someone with that much experience, someone who has been around for so long, has a lot of things that he can impart on our youth, a lot of things he can teach, and a lot of things that the kids will be very excited and eager to learn.
Give us details of this visit. What's happening? It's coming 2 days, August 11 and August 12. You talked about clinics.
Yes,
coaching clinics, CEO training.
A CEO tournament, a serum form. Yes, for someone like Pele, I don't believe that he should be limited to football, because he has life experience, being captain, being on various teams, being a leader. So he would have an opportunity to, or the CEOs in Nigeria would have an opportunity to wine and dine with him, to have a conversation with him, to pick his brain on leadership, team building. Those intrinsic values that you cannot just learn by reading a book. Just being in the same room with him, getting to know about his influences, things that inspire him. Ask him any question that, how were you feeling when you scored that goal? You would have opportunity to do that. And then for the kids,
World Cup winner at 17.
Yes. For the kids, it's just a time where they can be inspired. They can be inspired, because I feel like we need a lot of inspiration in this time in our lives. We do need a lot of inspiration.
So how involved is the Lagos State government in all of this? Because this is a very, very big project.
It is a big project.
The Lagos State government and the Nigerian Football Federation?
Yes, the NFF and the Lagos State government are supporting us on this, as well as other state governments as well, because we've told them to nominate children, not just so that it's not just Lagos Center. Yes, we don't want it to just be a Lagos thing. They nominate a few kids that could come on and be part of the tournament, and those kids that would come on to be part of the tournament will be trained and they will be prepped, in the city of David, under their football
the COD
academy.
The
COD academy. They would walk through with those kids and help them, just get ready, because they will play the final in front of Pele that day.
Amazing.
So,
those young kids will cherish that forever.
Definitely. I wish I could
play football.
Yeah.
But what kind of kids are you looking at?
Really,
boys, girls,
boys, and girls. Of course. 13 to 18.
Okay.
I guess that's also the start of university as well. So some university kids, as long as you just fall, within that range.
13 to 18.
13 to 18, you can.
How are you going to pick those kids? Where are you picking them from? Private schools, public schools?
Definitely not. Yeah, it's called a street tournament. So we're going to the streets. We're going to the streets. Last year we had an initiative with the Jakonde youth, and was that last year or 2 years ago? Last year. So we've done this kind of thing before, but it hasn't gotten this kind of publicity. We do a lot of engagement with the youth. That is what YEDA is about, giving youth an experience. So this experience, I think, is going to be global, because Pele is a global icon and he's a legend. So as little as it might sound, we don't even know where the impact would reach. You know, now I'm just thinking about it, I'm just like, oh my God, Pele, like he is global, and this is smack on in the middle of Olympics. He is the face of the Olympics because it's in Brazil.
I was going to ask you that.
And yeah,
Pele is involved with the Olympics.
Yes, he is.
And are you so sure he's going to be able to create time to be here?
Of
because
course.
it is looking too good to be true.
It is too good to be true. Even sometimes I look at it, but then obviously you have contractual obligations. His team actually gave us these dates.
Okay.
He'll be able to sneak out of Brazil and come back, you know, come to Lagos for a few days and then go back to Brazil. And I think it's a great feat that we are able to do that. Pull Pele out of Brazil during the Olympics.
Wow.
That in on its own is enough for me. But yeah, and there will be, you know, recordings of Pele saying, I'm coming to Lagos, obrigado, something like that.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
You know, you guys, somebody must be pushing you guys. Somebody must be supporting you guys. This is very big. What kind of support are you getting in all of this, in putting all of this together? What's the push behind you? Because I know that for young people to be inspired to do this kind of a thing, some people must be backing you.
Well, like I told you, our parent umbrella is the Winning Gemini series, the WJS, and YEDA is just the youth angle of it. Now, we've had conversations as to how we can empower our youth. We've had conversations as to how we can just change one life, you know, and football, for me, there are three things in life that bring people together: music, food, and sports, or should I say music, food, and football. And I think that, you know, the music part is kind of overdone. You know, food might not be interesting, but football is one of those things that it's a universal language. So I think that, you know, passing out values of life, values of integrity, values of friendship, I think we can achieve that through football. And it was just an easy decision to make. It's just, you know, execution now.
I know you sing. I'm not going to ask if you play football. Let me ask.
Maybe I play football.
How much football do you play, Nashi?
What football do I play for?
Oh,
my
you're still
school.
playing?
He plays
I play
for
for my
school.
school, yeah.
You still play?
Yeah.
So we want to play professional football.
Getting too tall to play.
Hey, now turn it to basketball.
Professional aspirations for the past 10 or so years. But yeah, I play for school with my friends, just casually.
You don't want to push football as a career?
Not anymore.
Just focus on empowering young people and getting involved in things like this?
Yeah.
So in 4 or 5 years, what do you see your organization, what do you see yourself achieving? I mean, if you're able to pull off this big one, what you should, I'm sure, be thinking of even bigger things.
Yes.
I haven't exactly planned it out completely yet, but for now we're just focused on this. We're excited about this, and we'll see where it takes us.
Yeah, well,
I was gonna say in 4 or 5 years, like I said, this Pele coming to Lagos is a global event, you know, and I want a position where whenever you're talking about youth, empowering youth, and there is a sector in Nigeria that can always get recognized as people who are always out there trying to make a life better, trying to have children get inspired and actually dream big. You know, I mean, thinking of 50 years from now, if somebody can say, oh, I want to celebrate Bola, you know, and Bola was just a random child who came for this project, you know, and from this project decided that, you know what, I can make my life different. That's the goal. That's the ultimate
goal. To wrap all this up,
Yeah.
where are you going to be doing all of this? Where in Lagos are you using Campus Square? Where are you doing all of these clinics?
Yes.
Pele came to Nigeria in the 60s, during the Civil War.
Yeah, and the whole...
How many of you guys were around that time?
I was in the imagination of God somewhere.
Playing with the angels.
Of course, of singing with the angels.
Yeah, singing with the angels.
Yes.
All right.
Pele coming to Lagos, we're going to be using AstroTurf in Ikoyi as
AstroTurf, okay.
Yes, AstroTurf, and AstroTurf has done a lot of youth projects, a lot of youth football-related clinics. So we will be using AstroTurf for the clinics, for the tournament, and then we're using Landmark for the gala night where we'll be saying, Pele, this is Lagos, basically.
All right. Guys, I wish you all the best with this project.
Thank you so much.
I see you do bigger things.
Thank you.
And I wish
Thank
you
you
the best
very
of luck
much.
with it.
Thank you very much for having us.
So that's Chi and of course Nashe, planning big things. We'll try to talk about it some more in the future, maybe when we're close to it, and see if we can be lucky to drag Pele to our studios. Looks tough, but we'll try to work it out all the same. All right, we'll go on a break. Sports Tonight continues in a moment. Join us again.